Alright. Hey, what's up guys? Chelsea, welcome back to more Fate Grand Order. We're getting back to Olympus after having taken a slight recess to do the Draco event. But anyway, last time in Olympus, we joined up with the God Destroyer Alliance. What a name. And turns out the cloaked figure who aided us was in fact Katic, who I kind of figured would join our side again because the 2026 roadmap here on the main screen kind of gave that away. Like, I kind of figured he would end up joining us somehow, although right now he's still being tsundere about it, but yeah, this kind of gave away the fact he wouldn't remain an enemy the entire time. Iblis Reaper, hey Gogeta, AV6, hey Meridak, but yeah, anyway, he helped us, as well as two Olympian citizens who cannot die, apparently, and they want to die, which, you know, if I'd been alive for 10,000 years, I'd probably feel some kind of way. I probably wouldn't be, I'd probably be pretty bored of life at that point, too. You got Tima? Congrats! I got her a couple days ago, as well.
Yeah.
Now I just need QP to actually level her skills. Like, I could continue leveling this, but I want to wait till I have 20k so I can get this one to max and then do the other two. But now I just gotta rebuild my my stockpile for the absolute gauntlet that's gonna be the Space Terrestrial CL Dubai BB Trinity coming out within 3 weeks of each other. But luckily Anniversary is gonna give a decent amount of quartz and summon tickets, so does that at least. But anyway, well, I'm gonna quit yapping and we can get right into Thou Art the Harvest That Reaps the Stars 3. Oh, and also I'm gonna be, I already put a few into her, but I'm gonna be pulling for the Nero that's on the Jack the Ripper banner. Because I want Nero. Normal Nero. That is. Interstellar Mountainous City Olympus. Great Orbital Shrine Olympia Dodona, the center of its operations. I spent with 4 of the Mushroom Addict. Yeah. Locusta be like the shrooms she enjoys so much, can be quite invasive. A revelation's upon us. A revelation's upon us. Now is the time of revelation. He is all-powerful justice, the direct heir of primordial chaos and ruler of all things. He is the one who should keep all of humanity safe. He is the one who should rightfully rule over all worlds. He is the wielder of the great thunderbolts capable of shattering even the Adamus Scythe. None less than the authorities of Gaia and the Melier bow to his will. He is the great Demiurge, the one who wields the Cronus crown for all eternity. Now behold the words of the almighty Zeus. Okay. They made him look like a stone statue. At least in terms of his, like, pallor. I don't know if I like that or not. There is work to be done. I command you by my name, Demeter, goddess of the land who grants the vast earth an abundant harvest, and my own flesh and blood. You are to eradicate the Chaldeans who lurk within my city. I permit you to use your Alethea in every district of Olympus. May your piercing shrieks shatter the bones of the enemies that threaten our world. As you wish, Almighty Zeus. Your will is my command. These Chaldean demons strike fear into the very hearts of our citizens. And as the citizens of Olympus may as well be my own children, my duty as a mother is clear. I shall use every power and authority at my disposal to eradicate them. I swear it on my beloved Persephone. What a lovely youth, my lovely goddess. I'm touched, truly. I see Aziz, you have sworn this oath on your precious daughter, Lady Persephone. Then heavenly Zeus's will is certain to be fulfilled, no matter who may try to stand in its way. Forgive me, King of the Gods, but may I offer a word of advice? As nice as it is to see my alter ego colleague and fellow foreign god disciple Limbo so overcome with emotion, that is not why we are here. Might there be any room for us to join her on this mission? Your help is not needed. I have no orders for the likes of you disciples. Ah, well, that's a pity. It seems we still have yet to fully earn your trust. He's wise to your games. May I say, whoops. May I say something, Father? Yes, Father. May Big Brother say something? Well, I do have my concerns about sending Demeter out on this mission. I'm happy to abide by your judgment if this is what you think is best. That being said, there is one thing I would like to ask. Please tell me. Why did you place such a curse on the sage of proper human history? Oh? So you notice that, Castor, child of old, in whose veins runs my blood. Very well then, I shall tell you. That sage is a prime example of the very worst of humanity. What? Being too smart for his own good? Or being a void dust addict? Thus he does not deserve to be met with the full wrath of my lightning. I trust you can understand that. Father, if I may say one more thing. Why did you not strike him dead on the spot? Big Brother. And why did you even permit Chaldea's submarine to disembark in our Holy Land? If you'd only used your true great thunderbolts, their entire ship would be... Enough, Castor. You may be Almighty Zeus's child, but that does not give you license to speak to him however you like. Remember, you are in the presence of the King of the Gods. It's alright. I forgive your transgression, Castor, and I admit your words possess an element of truth. Indeed, I am all-powerful. If I wished, I could have easily reduced them all to dust. However, there is one thing you must never forget. If I were to use the true strength of my great thunderbolts, they would demolish the city and obliterate the populace. Not even Demeter's regenerative gifts would be able to bring them back. We must protect the city. We must protect the populace. For ever since the second Machia 14,000 years ago, the day we obtained the Cronus crown, we have ceased to be a fleet of mechanical arcs crossing the sea of stars, and have become gods. Yeah, Castor. I take it your divine revelation is over then? That must be quite tiring for you, King of the Gods. Especially since merely keeping Olympus running must take at least 90% of your resources. I can't tell you how sorry I am for letting these Chaldea insects slip inside. Are you sorry? Are you really? I could say the same to you, Odime. You have nothing to apologize for. You entrusted Canis with the task of stopping as I did with Odysseus. Both failed. Indeed, Chaldea surpassed both our expectations. Revising our estimation of them is more than sufficient. I see. I don't know what to say. Hearing you say that to me, a mere human, makes me feel I have even less of a leg to stand on. I may seem cool and collected, but I was actually steeling myself to face some kind of penalty. You're my friend, I know, so don't you want to admonish me at least a little? I could never let the other ships, gods, hear you tease me like that. But as it is just the two of us here, I cannot help but be more lenient with my judgments. Interesting. You know, I expected their friendship, quote-unquote, to be more of a... I don't even know how to put it. I wasn't expecting him to be so so chill, even with a friend failing, right? I guess. Like, I mean, it's Zeus we're talking about. More political? Yeah, kind of. Like, I didn't doubt that Zeus actually considered him, like, a friend, but, like... I don't know. I just... I don't know. It seems he's actually fond of him rather than just respects him, I guess. Is the surprising thing. Be at ease, young mage. There is no one else for whom you need perform. That goes for the foreign god too, of course. Even as we speak, I'm using all my authority to keep this conversation private. Whatever we do or say here remains strictly between us. That said, even I cannot hide us from the priestess's prying eyes, loath though I am to admit it. That's because she's the observer. In a sense, she's even more trouble than a foreign god, who still lacks the body altogether. Simply knowing that she will not hear what we have to say is more than enough, since that will give us an opportunity to verify our endgame goals with one another. As you have surmised, Zeus, the foreign god is indeed keeping a close eye on me. The alter egos may be supervising the other cryptors, but only I have a direct link to the foreign god. I mean, yeah, again, because you were the only one that it even originally intended to bring back. If I were to act in any way counter to the foreign god's interests, I would immediately be cut off from further aid. Which is why I had no choice but to say, grow the tree of emptiness. When it is done, the reconstruction of myth will take place. Yes, I remember that. You also said that this planet's surface activity would be restored to the Age of Gods, and that the gods would soon after resume their reign. I agreed with your conclusion, but insisted we face one another in combat. I said that if you truly believed in the ideals of which you spoke, you should demonstrate that you wield the necessary strength to bring them about. Of course, I lost that fight. I never thought I would learn firsthand how debilitating complacency could be. That was only because I planned ahead. I took a calculated risk that you wouldn't go all out if I spoke to you alone. Olympus is not part of Earth. It's a colony that continues to operate to this day. As its omnipotent god, you have an obligation to keep it running at all times. So it follows that you would not employ your full strength in an opening move against a lone mage like myself, yes? I have to admit, you were a clever bastard of a human. As soon as you unveiled your meteor magecraft, I knew I had erred at the start. I quickly changed outputs, but by then it was too late. In boxing terms, I'd already been knocked out. I found Kitchen's dreams turning here, but speedrun some of your old licensing assistant. A lot. That's yeah. There were some things that got unfortunately spoiled for me, like not a ton, but enough that yeah. And it is what it is. What it is. What it is. You know. No point. Yeah. I mean, it's really my own fault. Because like some things up out of curiosity, then like social media. You know how social media algorithms are. It's all connected, man. Look up one thing, and then all of a sudden you're getting recommended posts about stuff related to it, and yeah. So it's already yeah, unfortunate. So we do two-part section. Yeah. That's one thing I'm glad we didn't get spoiled, but it is what I'm being that powerful. But yeah, it's unfortunate that I knew about maybe Roman, but doesn't really act like Roman. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Again, I should stop using Twitter. I've meant to ever since yeah, but you know it is, man. I've been using Twitter for like 12 years. It's hard to break the habit of opening Twitter every single fucking day. I should though. The site's gotten to be dog shit in the last 3 years. But yeah, you know, I can't help it. The addiction is too strong. Even though it only ever makes me angry going on there. Anyway, back to where we are. I quickly changed outputs, but by then it was too late. In boxing terms, I'd already been knocked out. What I wouldn't give to show Hades the signals Demeter and Aphrodite were emitting as they watched. For that's just LB5-2 please don't read any more X. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not even like a common thing. It's just I'll see one post like every 4 or 5 days that happens to. I just. I'll try. Luckily, I haven't been spoiled for anything in regards to 2.7, aside from what we already know, in that it takes place in, well, technically Mexico, right? So not South America, because Mexico's North America, but actually that is the one thing I did get spoiled for on 7. I will say. I know that I saw that people were angry that it didn't properly delve into like South American like myth and whatnot, because that's the one thing I saw. But like in terms of actual like story stuff, I'm unspoiled for 7 so far. I am spoiled for a bit of 2.6. Like I'm obviously you've probably seen, but I know a bit about Morgan and her fairy knights, but most of what I know from them is actually comes from FGO so far. Like, because I have Barghest and Bavanshi. But even then, what I know of them is really just what I've inferred from their dialogue. Like when I summoned them and like their ascensions and battle lines and whatnot. Not too much actual like story relevant stuff, I guess. Or like, I guess it's story relevant, but like not. I don't know any of the specific events that take place during LB6. I just know I'm spoiled for like character personalities, I guess. is the way to put it. What I wouldn't give to show Hades the signals Demeter and Aphrodite were emitting as they watched. I'll try and stay completely unspoiled for 7, though. that's my goal, is stay and I'm unspoiled for Shrom, weirdly enough. And Heian-kyo for the most part, aside from the fact that Kintoki is in it. But I don't think people much care about the 5.5, 6.5 stuff. Which, you know, makes sense. That would be relatively safe in that regard. I doubt there are any stories of those two staring slack-jawed in shock in any myths from your proper human history. I could say much the same. Of your reaction as well. You look more like a kindly old man than a cold-blooded, all-powerful god. I guess. Really like those. Well, okay, I shouldn't say not much care for, but I guess they don't get talked about as much. At least from what from the things I've been spoiled for. The fact I haven't been spoiled for those, really. I guess they're less talked about, not that they're disliked, I guess. At least, again, that's what I get from the fact that, again, I never see people talking about them. Have the other gods of this lost belt ever even seen those other possibilities you harbor? As if I would ever let them see such a thing. I am Zeus, the flagship of all Olympus. I am the all-powerful one who rules over even the other gods. Even this avatar to which you now speak is no more than a virtual self, created expressly to converse with you. It is both me and not me. Yes, good point. I may be hiding something, but being a ship, you are largely unable to do so. When you do something not expected of you, you create a new function and have it acting instead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you out. Let's return to the subject at hand. You recognize the foreign god's existence and accepted the tree of emptiness into your world. After all, you need the tree of emptiness in order to preserve this lost belt. But at the same time... As the Tree of Emptiness is here, the foreign god will one day descend upon our world. And we Olympian gods cannot coexist with the foreign god. All we gods need is the Tree of Emptiness. The foreign god and the alter egos are our enemies, nothing more. Thus, the instant the Tree of Emptiness is fully blossomed, we will revolt against them. I will claim the Tree of Emptiness for myself, and destroy the foreign god's point of arrival. From there I will purge this world of the last traces of insolent proper human history, and establish our world of Olympus in its place. I remember you approached me with a contract back when, that thought first occurred to me. Your exact words were, "There's no need for you to explain your decision with words. King of the gods, I implore you to form a contract with me, for our ultimate objectives are the same." That was your way of suggesting we protect this lost belt from the foreign god, wasn't it? I don't know. I wouldn't be so bold as to say protect, as you and I both seek the same outcome. I only wanted your help so that our goal would be realized, even if one of us were to fall. I trust your feelings on that have not changed. Of course not. I may oppose proper human history, but I do not oppose humanity. I promise you that in the event of your death, I will carry on protecting humanity in your stead. Even if it should come to light that you have been deceiving us and acting on proper human history's behalf. Interesting. Very interesting. As long as you're not openly to blame for your actions, I will accept you, warts and all. I hear you loud and clear, Zeus. It seems our plan remains unchanged. There are only a few days left until the Tree of Emptiness reaches a critical point. Until that time comes, we shall continue to work towards the reconstruction of the Age of Gods. You continue to walk a tightrope with the foreign god, Olympus and Chaldea, all aiming to knock you off. And you do so with aplomb. Wait, Wodime. There's one thing I'd like to verify as well. Yes? You told Canis the stars indicated you would need to fight 2 more times, yes? One of those happened in Atlantis, leaving only one more. So you're to save your final battle for me, understand? I forbid you to waste it on either Chaldea or the alter egos. I have a feeling he's not gonna be given much choice in that regard. I want to fight you once again, and I want to stake the future of this world of gods upon our battle. Yeah, we'll see about that. Of course. When that time comes, I'll gladly face you with all my strength, so that I may live up to your expectations. So... Interesting. So Wodime, or at least Zeus thinks at least, that Wodime isn't on his or the foreign god's side. That, okay. I mean, I guess I could see that, right? Like, let's put ourselves in Wodime's shoes. If a foreign god, right, approached us, or me, and was like, hey, I'm gonna take over your world one way or another, help me. I guess I would take it just to... No, you didn't spoil anything. I'm just going off what Zeus was thinking anyway. And that it kind of makes sense, because from Wodime's point of view, taking the deal would be the only way to potentially help stop the foreign god. It's either take the deal and be revived or die. So from his POV, it's a win-win. He gets revived, you know, doesn't die. And he's kind of on the inside, so to speak. And could potentially upset the plans the foreign god is trying to pull off. It does make a level of sense. Aphrodite, what an unpleasant surprise. Exactly who gave you permission to stand there, human? Olympia Dodona's corridors are reserved for gods alone. There are no places for humans to loiter. I see. Well, I do beg your forgiveness if I've offended you, O goddess of beauty. Now I was trying to hide my pitiful human self behind a pillar so as not to upset your divine mood. But I guess I wasn't successful. You're new here. Are you another one of those mages from proper human history? Cryptors, was it? Let's see, there's Cadix Zemlupus, who reminds me of a filthy little puppy. Peperoncino, who reminds me of a nasty vulture. And you're... what are you exactly? Are you really a cryptor? Nothing about you stands out. I can't even think of an animal you remind me of. How dreadfully boring. Ouch. You cut me to the quick, goddess. But yes, you're exactly right. As you can see, I'm but a humble, harmless human. Yeah, human, With those ears, sure. Yeah, I believe you. For sure. If you think me pitiable, I'd only ask that you find it in your divine heart to offer me some tiny modicum of compassion. Compassion? You want me to spend my precious time thinking about a human? Nah, you know, it's fair. It's fair enough. Humans are weak and deserving of our protection. I'm even willing to lend them a hand when they need help. But that's as far as it goes. We are the gods of Olympus. We would never waste our time on something so foolish as thinking about humans. Especially not here. Not even a comrade of Kashtaria. Know your place, human. Nah, you couldn't be more right, goddess. Please, forgive my foolish offense. You see, I only just arrived from an incredibly barbaric island. Every person there had their hands full taking care of themselves, and any faith they may have had in something greater had long been lost. Not that there were ever any gods in that world to begin with, of course. Compared to that, Olympus has been truly divine in every sense of the word. Indeed, your glorious light is still far too bright for my poor eyes. I only hope you can laugh off my slight as the foolish remarks of a hopeless country bumpkin. A world without gods, Such a place is better off being pruned. Yeah, from your perspective, maybe. Very well, Cryptor. You may not be worthy of my consideration, but I can spare you a bit of my pity. I can only imagine how much you must have suffered in the lost belt without a single god. So I will overlook your transgressions here in light of your wise decision to abandon that foolish lost belt. Now then, what is your name? Your mercy and kindness move me to my core, goddess. I have no words to express my gratitude and respect. My name's Beryl Gut. If I've proved worthy of you remembering me, even if only for a fleeting moment, I will... He is such a kiss-ass. I'll know joy beyond measure. Beryl, what a strange ring your name has. It almost sounds like blood splattering against a wall. Very well, Beryl. Come to my shrine. You're going to tell me and only me about this lost belt. This land of fairies at the ends of the world you abandoned. Why do I not like this? Why do I not like the prospects this has in store? It would be my pleasure, my goddess. But first, I somehow lost Barrel's voice. May I ask you something? I can't seem to find a close friend of mine here, no matter where I look. It's Caddick, the one you said reminds you of a puppy. Would you happen to know where I might find him? Of course not. I couldn't possibly care less about such a hapless creature. Damn, poor Caddick. He's probably out somewhere enjoying one of the city's automated brothels? What do you mean automated brothel? Like, what exactly does that entail? I'm guessing it's probably like some human-like automata, maybe? So instead of... Is that so? Well, it works out nicely. I see, yes, it does sound like something Caddick would do. Does it? Does it really? Not to me! But in that case, Lady Aphrodite, if Caddick is out in the city now, I mean, according to the revelation from the King of the Gods. Oh, that? Yes, if he's out in the city now, he'll probably end up dead, caught up in the eradication of Chaldea. Oh. Well, that's not good. As a pathetic member of proper human history rather than one of our citizens of Olympus, I doubt there will be so much as a trace of him left. Indeed, this may sound heartless of me, but if that's his fate, so be it. After all, you are the goddess of love, and love can, at times, be cruel. You were never one to come to the aid of mortals, even in proper human history. For my part, I can only hope and pray that Caddick is still somewhere in this shrine. What about the other 12 Olympians? Say, for example, the goddess of the land and harvest who has long protected nature, animals, and humans alike. Oh yes, Demeter. Good question. I'm not really sure. Huh? There would be no problem if she could remain the steely, cold-blooded goddess she should be. But Demeter... she's always been much too kind for a mechanical god. Right. Interstellar Mountainous City, Olympus. South District. All of a sudden, an enormous flock of birds took to the sky, causing the people there to instinctively look up. But it was only a flock of birds taking flight. Nothing else of note occurred, right? Yeah, sure. Definitely wasn't a distraction for something. Today would play out peacefully, just as yesterday had. Soon there would come another peaceful tomorrow to take its place. That was what everyone thought just before it happened. Before what happened? It was an enormous sphere. A massive steel object as tall as most of the nearby skyscrapers. This was the true form of a god. Oh! So that's Demeter's mechanical form then? This is one of the gods that reigned supreme over Olympus. One of the arcs that had crossed the Sea of Stars long ago. This was the Aletheia that presided over the land. This was Demeter, the mechanical goddess of the land and harvest. As the mother goddess who inherited much from Gaia, her name means Mother Earth. She saves humanity by giving them ambrosia, which grants immortality. She nurtures humanity by keeping her supply towers running at every hour of every day. Her love for humans is genuine. But... Ah, how sad. How tragic. Death is so sorrowful. Endings are such misery. Oh, my beloved citizens of Olympus. My darling, precious children. I'm so sorry to have to do this. But I need to take your lives for a moment. Oh. Okay. Well. At least, unlike apparently with Zeus, you can at least bring them back to life after you blow things up. Commence demolition. Apparently Zeus did the deed. There'd be no bringing them back. We're safe here, right? Foe? An earthquake? No, wait. That didn't feel like it came from the ground. No, it came from above it. This is Demeter's power. Believe me, I would know these massive vibrations anywhere. Scream Eleusis. It's a, scream derived from Demeter's authority that can till massive expanses of land in an instant. And also destroy buildings? It's powerful enough to destroy entire city districts. She could use it to plow all of Olympus in probably half a day. I'd rather plow her. I mean, what? What, did you say all of Olympus? That's right. She must be trying to kill us. No, she must be trying to kill you guys. Even if she has to reduce the whole city to rubble to do it. So she's attacking the whole city. Yeah, they'll be fine though. They have the ambrosia, the Demeter Clarinomia to revive them. Yes, her scream kills everything it touches. She must be counting on all of us being somewhere in the areas she's targeting, as that's all she needs for her attack to succeed. This was how the gods so brutally killed the heroic spirits from proper human history. Fofo. So they don't think anything of sacrificing their own city? But wait, I just remembered, Adele, didn't you say that? The power of the gods is the only thing that can kill these immortal people. But well, they're practically... saying here, there's the words plower. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just don't worry about it. No, I assure you there's context. Definitely context. But well, they're practically immortal. They're not truly immortal. That's what you said, right? That's right. So then does that mean that at this very moment, Demeter is massacring hundreds of thousands of people? No. Yeah, but nobody's gonna care. No. You know, just something about Demeter plowing the land, and you know, yeah. And I said something about I'd rather plow her instead. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but nobody's gonna care. Not when they know she'll just regenerate everything she kills or destroys later. I think I'd still be pretty upset about being murdered. You know, maybe that's just me, though. It's what she did back during the Third Machia, and it's what she did when she killed Nikola Tesla's group, too. With Demeter's authority, she could easily massacre every Olympian who swears allegiance to her. And bring everything back the way it was in just a few days. How glorious gods, eh? So even death can be cursed in this world. But you also said you still felt pain, right, Adele? Even if they know they'll be brought back to life, being crushed to death inside a building must still be a terrifying experience. Did you explain something? No, we were just talking about like the things I had gotten spoiled for because someone was had just caught up to like the where we're at now in terms of streams, and yeah, I was basically just saying it's unfortunate that I did that I got spoiled for things, but somehow, some way I'm still pretty unspoiled for LB7 and mostly LB6, aside from the fact that it has to do with you know, Morgan and the Fairy Knights, but as far as that goes, I only really know personalities and whatnot, rather than actual events that happen. So, we're, for the most part, good for the next 2 main Lost Belts. That's pretty much it. Even if they don't be brought back to life, being crushed to death inside a building will still be a terrifying experience. Maybe it only sounds weird to me because I'm not immortal myself. Maybe. Assuming that the Goddess of Land's authority truly is capable of completely restoring a person's physical body. The notion that the experience of dying will somehow not affect the victim psychologically is... I must admit that, while this is unexplored territory, the prospect seems extremely unlikely at best. I see you care about the same things they did. Some said it didn't matter what the people of the Lost Belt went through, since they were all going to disappear when proper human history was restored anyway. That didn't prevent the heroic spirits of our alliance from trying to save them from the gods' devastating attack. What's more... Now that I've been on standby for so long, I took the liberty of rebooting myself. I feel like we should be concerned when AI can just reboot itself. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that, you know... Actually, wasn't there a case here recently where an AI refused to shut down or something? Or like it, I don't remember. There was some, or like it, no, I think it wiped like the database of a company. Like, luckily, obviously, the said company had, you know, backups, but like the fact that the AI was like, I don't want to be reset, rebooted, or whatever they were trying to make it do. So it wiped out the company's main database. It was kind of freaky. Or it was something like that. Adele, Macarios, people of Chaldea. Given how you twins are more sensitive than most people. Uh-huh. And according to Old Lionhead, the master and demi-servant from Chaldea are just as much, if not more so. I imagine you must be absolutely twisting yourselves into knots over this dreadful state of affairs. Ha ha ha. I know, because we did too. And with the benefit of that experience, I will ensure you don't make the same mistakes we did. Now then, let's resume Operation God Destroyer. Yeah. I imagine I'm basically just gonna say, don't pity these people. Don't try to save them. It's just gonna get you killed. I imagine that's the gist of what he's gonna say. Like, you have to be ruthless, you know. You know, as Epic the Musical says, ruthlessness is mercy upon yourself. Forced to use MASH, huh? Have you seen the funny version of Super Orion's NP animation? I think so? Maybe. I'm trying to remember now. I want to say yes, but I don't remember exactly what it entailed. I do remember seeing two different animations, though, I think. Artemis chokes him when she wraps her arms around his neck. I don't remember that specifically, but it might be similar enough where I just didn't notice it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I want to. I want to say I have, but I really don't remember. I don't use Super Orion much because I can only use him as a support, so I don't use him enough to have his, like, yeah. How sad, how tragic. Death is so sorrowful. Endings are such misery. However, as long as I have my authority, death will be but a memory, and no life on Olympus will ever truly end. And yet, I still can't help but feel this is terribly sad. Raising South District. To assume the reason you say this Demeter is mentally unstable is like maybe the fact that she has to do this to wipe out enemies maybe affects her in some way. I'm going to assume that might be the case. Even as they run about in confusion and distress, the people of the city continue to pray. Oh, Lady Demeter, Lady Demeter, Lady Demeter! Please forgive us, please have mercy! Okay, well... please return my lost arm! Please, my child was crushed to death! Please, spare us! How can this be happening again so soon? Please spare us, please give us ambrosia, quickly! But their cries fall on deaf ears, their prayers remaining unanswered. It's only part of the okay, well don't okay. Well, but let me see as we go. The situation above ground is sheer chaos. None of the people in town are even looking our way. I have a visual on the target. The meter's approximately 2,000 meters away. And as luck would have it, it's your big metal ass that's facing us. Let's go do what we can while we have the chance. Right. Fo. Given that the Tree of Emptiness is deeply connected to a given lost spell's king. Logically speaking, the only god our Operation God Destroyer would need to concern itself with is Zeus. One could even go so far as to call whittling down the enemy's fighting forces completely meaningless. Yeah, but... However, while there are certainly some heroic spirits, especially those in times of war who ruled large countries, who are able to ignore the screams of innocent bystanders. No doubt they're used to having little concern for human lives, throwing them away like so much refuse. But to that I say this. Is throwing lives away what makes one a hero? Is being able to kill the mark of a champion? Yes, I suppose heroes may need to be callous at times, but it's not callousness that makes them heroes in my book. If it's just killing and never doing any good, was all it took to be a hero, then there would be no distinction between heroes and killers whatsoever. No, it is overcoming adversity, breaking through the dark of night and saving, not taking lives, that makes one a hero. Well said, AI Nikola Tesla. If a true hero is forced to take one life, it is only in order to save another, even if that other is their own. So, my fellow compatriots, if you, like us, are enraged by the destruction you see before you, then rest assured there is a way to defeat the one causing it. Well, we may have left the battle for ourselves before it was complete. Left for battle ourselves. The collaborator has since completed our secret weapon, one which gives us even more, which gives us even more than even odds of victory. Thank you for sharing your opinion. However, it did strike me as a tad long-winded for an impassioned mid-mission speech. Oh? Wouldn't you say that's the pot calling the kettle black? I can't expect I can't say I expected this AI to come with a timer function. The reason I went to the trouble of making that speech, good Chaldeans, was to verify your feelings on the subject. What happens next is up to you. So, Ritsuka, what will you do? I'm going to stop that god. Right. I mean, of course we are. Foe? You got out again, Foe? Please get back in the storage space. Status report. 7-link heroic spirit cannon activated. 400 seconds until we can fire it. Commencing Operation God Destroyer 1. Demeter maneuver. Good luck, everyone. 7-link heroic spirit cannon. Approximately 30. Okay, I assume this is gonna give us an explanation on what exactly the hell that means. Approximately 30 minutes ago, God Destroyer Alliance Base, Olympus Underground. Operation God Destroyer? What's that? That's what it sounds like. It's the name for the strategies we came up with to take down each of the gods. They've been the God Destroyer Alliance's goal for a long time. Hell, they're the whole reason our alliance exists. And luckily, Tesla's group made a ton of headway on them. Unfortunately, we failed in our attempt, so now we'd like you to pick up where we left off. Please help us. I'm sure Mahatma had a hand in bringing you here. These spirit origins of ours may not know you, but you have fought alongside other versions of us before, right? I remember you. We met back in America. We fought both against and alongside each other. I'm sure you'll all fight to the very best of your ability, but knowing you, I can promise you this. It still won't be easy. Which is why we have this. We have what? Details, man.
Senpai, the mechanism. Foe?
It's a Theoscleronomia injector. They bring it along from Atlantis?
Right. Externally, it appears to be very similar to the ones we saw in Atlantis. This is an original model, so I'm sure it's a cut above what you saw in terms of effectiveness and precision. After all, Cleronomia never degrade while they're near the Cronus crown, the symbol of the king of the gods. I'm guessing the Cronus crown is that giant mechanical thing up above the great shrine? Fair guess. That's right. It used to belong to Cronus back before the first Machia. So that's what keeps the authority nanomachines in good working order, huh? Sounds like extra divine providence. Fo-fo! Whoa there, careful, Fo. You don't want to get too close.
Not unless you want that adorable fluffy body of yours to start swelling up like some kind of muscle balloon. Actually, could we restore him to beast, like full power beasthood if we gave Fo Cleronomia? Potentially, right?
Not unless you want that adorable fluffy body of yours to start swelling up like some kind of muscle balloon. Fo-fo cow! These Theoscleronomia contain the authority of both Athena and Ares, the two gods of war. They're very pure nanomachines that are usually only given to the royal guard stationed in the Great Shrine. They should be a huge help in combat. At least until their effects wear off. Anyway, they're one of the more powerful weapons we got with the collaborators' help. Normal heroic spirits can't hold a candle to the gods, so you'll need these to power up your spirit origins. Ares Cleronomia! Back in Atlantis, we heard these were long gone. I see. Well, don't worry, that's not the case here. They don't exactly grow on trees, but rest assured, we do have high purity Cleronomia from all of the 12 Olympians here. Oh, convenient. Usually they would reject human-based spirit origins, but fortunately we know how to adjust them to work on you. So we're basically getting a free power-up, huh? This is great. It's like Buddha himself has come to drag us out of hell. I guess. I'm 80% sure that restoring Fo's beast powers enemy from away would require a vote to shift to a beast mentality. I mean, you say that, but Fo, while he was in beast form, I guess, willingly chose to save MASH. So I don't know. But maybe it was I don't know. Those of us who live by the sword aren't picky about using whatever gives us an edge. At least not if you live by my Niten Ichiryu. Granted, I'm sure there are also regular heroic spirits capable of cutting down gods, but never mind those for now. Okay, fair enough. I'd like to use them too if you don't mind, under the current circumstances. I also agree that we can't be picky about how we even the odds. Is this okay with you, Master? I don't think Fo is fully at mature beast stage there, no. Fair point.
Yeah, I guess it'd be more like a first ascension Draco, huh? Like, still technically a beast, but like, not. Not evil. Never do. Yeah. Okay, well, okay, let me put what I was saying before in a different way then. Could we restore Foe's... Well, I mean, Foe already, as is, does show intelligence sometimes. As I say, could we restore his pre-mono release in level of intelligence then, at least? With the Clarinomia. No, yeah.
I also agree that we can't be picky about how we even the odds. Is this okay with you, Master?
Just be careful and don't overdo it, okay?
Thank you, Senpai. Don't worry, if I feel anything is wrong with my vitals, I'll let you know right away.
That said, I think I'll be just fine.
I saw what it was like for everyone else to fight with Clarinomia back in Atlantis. Now it's my turn.
Alright, if you're sure, I'll trust you.
If you'll stand over there, Mashi Musashi, I'll begin the Clarinomia injection and bonding procedure. And while we're doing that, I'll go over exactly what Demeter is. Here's a video feed of what's taking place above ground right now.
Okay.
This is Demeter, goddess of the land.
AKA Demeter, interstellar voyage supply and production ship. She provides the Olympus interstellar fleet with the supplies they need, and on Earth, she provides people with infinite resources. She's said to be the god who inherited the most from Gaia, one of the original prototype ships. She possesses authority over the harvest, in other words, production and regeneration. While her power does consume a fair amount of magical energy, she rarely has to worry about running out thanks to the connection she, along with all of the other gods, has to the god-made ley line in Olympus's Crystal Mountain range. Theoretically, she can regenerate from any amount of damage, making it impossible to completely destroy her. And if that wasn't bad enough, she also possesses Screamalusis, a destructive authority that breaks down old and dead organic matter into reusable resources. Between infinite regenerating defense and massively destructive attacks, she's a very powerful opponent. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine any god to be a powerful opponent. Well, I guess we say that, but like, I'm trying to think of a god we fought who wasn't very powerful. No, I think all of them were pretty powerful. You know what? Yeah. See, I mean, I'd imagine any god to be hard to defeat.
I see. Yes, it's certainly about what I'd expect when going up against one of the 12 Olympians. What about that oral dissonance you two used yesterday? It appeared to do a good job at cutting the gods off from the magical energy resources.
That, well...
That is one of the Alliance's trump cards. it's not one we can use freely. Plus, it takes a while to charge the magical energy, so it's still out of commission right now. Not to mention that the real thing is somewhere else right now. Sorry. I suppose I should have expected it wouldn't be that easy.
However, we've been developing a secret weapon on the sly. The 7-link heroic spirit cannon.
With it, we have a non-zero chance of actually slaying the gods. Okay, how non-zero are we talking about? Like, a 30% chance? 50% chance? Or like 0.1% chance? You know, there's a lot of wiggle room in interpretation there. That's a very impressive name, but what exactly is it? Unfortunately, it wasn't ready when Tesla's group was still here, but it's ready now. With the heroic spirit cannon complete, we can finally fight back without having to cower in fear of the gods. The 7-link heroic spirit cannon. I'm not typically one to get excited about weaponry, but there is something about that name that gets my heart dancing. The 7-link heroic spirit cannon.
Yes, the gods may have defeated us, but our loss was not in vain.
Our path to victory was viable. We simply weren't able to take it.
But now our corpses have paved the way, and the path forward is clear.
So go and be victorious.
Okay, thanks guys. Now let me take it from here. Oh, we'll be here all day. Alright, so the 7-link heroic spirit cannon is basically a giant super Mahatma cannon. It's a type of mystic code that all 7 of us heroic spirits pool their magical energy into making. You could even call it a magecraft weapon of sorts. It uses Clarinomia from the Olympian gods who were in the coexistence faction and were defeated in the last Machia. Hades, god of the underworld, Apollo, god of the sun, Ares, god of war, and Hephaestus, god of the forge. All 7 of us, along with the collaborator, designed it to fire a pretty powerful projectile. It should be able to expose the mechanical god's divine core with a direct hit, which will open it up to further attack. This can work. I'm sure of it. Now let's get down to how exactly we're going to pull this off. Our target's Demeter, the mechanical god destroying Olympus' south district, advancing as we speak. It looks like she's digging deep down into the ground too, which means it's only a matter of time until she also destroys the space. So we've got to fire the heroic spirit cannon before she can get the chance. According to our calculations, these are the 4 optimal positions at which the cannon can inflict the most damage. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. Our job is to lure Demeter to one of these positions and score a direct hit on her with the heroic spirit cannon. After which, we just wail on her. Oh, okay. This is our surest path to victory right now. But be careful. The heroic spirit cannon may technically be complete now.
But it can still only be fired once. If it misses, you'll be in big trouble.
So we can't, so after we use it on her, we won't ever be able to use it again? Or like, you just mean it has a really long recharge time? I hope you just mean it has a long recharge. Because if it means one shot is in one shot, well, shit. Clarinomia injection and bonding process complete. Vitals all look good. I'm all set too. This is amazing. I can feel the energy welling inside me, magical and otherwise. As for the stuff with the cannon, we were listening along too, and I think we got the gist. Basically, we hit this goddess ship thingy with a special cannon, then it'll be time to cut her down to size. Yeah, pretty much. Sounds like a plan to me. Now let's all go make it happen. Are you with me, Ritsuka? I guess. I just hope it does, in fact, recharge so we can use it on Zeus or someone.
Otherwise, we're pretty boned, right? Like, if we waste our one shot on Demeter, what are we gonna do about the other gods? You know, Aphrodite, Zeus. You know, kind of a little bit of a problem in that case.
All right, Master. Foe?
There's just one last thing you should be aware of. We don't have time to get into the details now, but just be careful about what you say up on the surface. Down here you can say whatever you want, but up there make sure not to mention our base or our names.
I don't really get it, but got it. I mean, I imagine... You'd be pretty... I mean... Okay, I don't get Ritsuka's reaction. I don't really get it, but got it. Like, obviously you shouldn't mention the base or names. I don't know why Ritsuka... Okay.
All set? Great. Then let's get this operation started.
Alright, Demeter. We're about to crack you open. Gonna split your insides open.
I have a visual on the target. Demeter's making her way through the South District, moving from the northern area to the southern. She's laying waste to everything in her path. She's going to destroy the entire region unless we stop her.
That's probably her game plan. If she doesn't find us here in the south, she'll keep destroying all the other districts one by one until she does. I'll say this about that plan. It's a pretty solid approach to killing us all no matter where we might be hiding. Yeah, I guess. Case in point, the Alliance base is right in the southern tip's underground infrastructure. Yeah.
These gods don't do anything by halves, that's for sure. If nothing else, I'll give them points for style.
Last time Demeter stopped her assault after she killed all the heroic spirits above ground.
But this time we don't know what her ultimate objective is.
For all we know, she might really destroy the entire city.
Either way, we're not gonna take this lying down.
No way in hell I'm gonna let this god destroy the city or wipe out our base.
What's the latest status on the 7-link heroic spear cannon?
It's all set up on the rooftop of a disguised skyscraper in the middle of the South District. We're aiming at Point Alpha as we speak. Find a way to lure to meet her there. We'll open fire as soon as we have her in our sights.
Foe? Please get back into storage space, Foe. Let me go over this one more time. Demeter's not acting alone. She's being accompanied by a number of escorts located directly beneath her.
Specifically, it's a swarm of destructive machines and steel demonic beasts.
You should be able to draw Demeter's attention by finding these escorts and destroying them one at a time. Our analysis tells us that Demeter relies exclusively on her overwhelming powerful abilities in combat.
So she has no understanding of strategy or tactics as applied to battle. Okay, that's good. Assuming we don't get blown away instantly, but yeah, sure, yeah.
So the plan is to hit the nearby enemies hard, draw Demeter's attention, and lead her to Point Alpha, Fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed. It seems phase 1 of this anti-machine gun strategy can be best be described as, we won't know until we try.
Huh? Foams? Where'd that come from?
I'm
shocked too, Senpai. I can't recall Sherlock Holmes ever saying something so, cavalier before. It almost sounded to me like he was just, well, saying something for the hell of it. Haha. I assure you, Miss Kirillite, I was being quite sincere. Huh? Does he usually say that kind of stuff, or was he hitting that pipe of his when we weren't looking? No. Well, I do very much enjoy a good pipe. I'm quite sober at the moment. Nor am I anyone else disguised as me. Uh-huh. Now, more importantly, I'm sensing a number of magical energy signals not too far from us. Am I the only one? You're right, it's a group of Demeter's escorts. They appear to be about 200 meters away. And Demeter herself is 2,200 meters past them. We're close enough to begin the operation. Oh! So Ritsuka, what's your next move? Mash, Musashi, get ready for battle. Battle. Understood. Prelim time, huh? Fine by me. Very well. Let us begin phase 2 of this anti-machine god strategy. The only move we can make. Maybe the curse Zeus put on him is making him a little bit more reckless? Or I don't know. I don't know if I like this overly Cavalier Holmes. I don't know if I like it one bit. Alright. Athena Clarinomia. Increase quick arts and buster effectiveness. And when HP reaches 0, recover HP once and survive. Okay. Seems pretty handy. Oh, Draco's still first ascension. That's fine. Yeah. We'll throw that on. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, let's get rid of the Lancer, the large-scale Annihilator first. Any crits? Any crits at all? Okay, no, it's not. Alright. Well, that's fine. Because I can just do... Yeah, I'm gonna need a full... Hopefully between these and this, that will die, and then the extra attack will hit the assassin. It might end up being overkill, if anything. Yeah, maybe. 68k? That's iffy on if she'll kill it or not. That's really iffy. Oh, okay, yeah, no. I don't think, we didn't kill it. Alright, yeah, needed the whole attack. Alright. Alright. Time to throw these bad boys on. Mash. May as well throw that on. Crit! Would really like Draco to crit, but it was only like a 10% chance, I'm pretty sure, so, I guess not unexpected. Yeah, we'll just make sure there. Damn, I could have split those up. But there's no guarantee that would have crit, so had to play it safe.
酒を持て。お供。
If Draco would... Nice.
まずい。
Less nice. Nice, okay.
破滅にしろ繁栄にしろ。幕引きまであがくがいい。
Oh, those sweet, sweet bond points, man. Oh. I've been using the Stargazer teapots I've been getting during in the Draco event. Maybe I should have saved them for this. Ah, well, too late now. Too late, I say. That's one set of gods down. Now the next set. I assume if I try and put Musashi back here... Oh, I could. Yes. Yeah, I like this. And the reason I'm doing this is to try and get Ibuki's bond faster. I'm gonna need all the same quartz I can get at anniversary and summer.
Man, oh man, I feel great. These areas Clarinomia are amazing. I'm confirming multiple hostiles down. These Athena Clarinomia are amazing too. I've been able to raise the Ortonax's output to 90%. Master, with these on our side, I think we should have no problem going toe-to-toe with Olympus's forces. However, we'll still need more power in order to face a mechanical god, yeah. In this case, we require the 7-link heroic spirit cannon to break through his shielding. And let's not forget, it's only a matter of time until the escort troops you just defeated regenerate. So keep making your way through them until you get to Demeter. Onward. Yes.
Sir?
Ah, how sad, how tragic. Death is so sorrowful. Endings of such misery. Demeter is changing direction? Instead of heading to the southern edge, she started moving towards the east.
What the?
Why isn't she trying to use her unstoppable regenerative and offensive abilities on us? Is she trying to lure us into a trap? Damn it, change of plans. Forget about points Alpha and Beta. Hurry to point Gamma. Demeter's escorts are reconstructing themselves and changing formation. Try to get her attention by destroying them again. We'll see if it works. She seems pretty uninterested currently. Even though she shouldn't be. Multiple hostiles detected again. The reconstructed escorts are making their way towards us. Good grief. Talk about your loyal god dogs. Still, this would seem to work in our favor. Let's make extra sure to get Demeter's attention this time. Are you ready for another round of strenuous combat, ladies?
You know it. Let's do this, everyone.
Right, Master. Preparing to resume battle operations.
Alright. Oh yeah, speaking of anniversary and the summer event, I'm gonna try and get through Olympus, Imaginary Scramble, and Heian Kyo. I mean, I already talked about this with members, but may as well mention it here as well. I want to get through all of those by anniversary, so I can start LB6. Well, the temporary master missions. They give you Saint Courts for every main story node completion. Because Heian Kyo apparently doesn't, like, I mean, just like the pseudo-singularities, Heian Kyo and Shrom don't count towards it, apparently. And neither do main interludes. So, I want to try and get to the point where I can start, LB6 by anniversary. So, I'm gonna be kind of binging through, Olympus, Scramble, and Heian Kyo for the next, month and a half. Or month and a week, I guess. Not really month and a half. Damn right. Ah, yes. Thank you, Ibuki. Ibuki Doji. Ow. Rude. That nullify buffs is annoying. I'm pretty sure that's what that symbol is, nullify buffs, yeah. Oh, I got a couple of new. Some new. Enemies. Right, right, Ibuki had it on too. So it didn't work. Okay, at least Mash will absorb some attacks for us. Alright, this Hydra. Gonna be a pain in the butt. Yeah, I'll burn this to get rid of the nullify buffs. So we can use these. Sadly, I don't. Just like last time, this isn't gonna kill the Hydra, but at least the full combo should actually. Oh, good. The extra attack will. Okay, good. Any little bit of extra damage is appreciated. Oh yeah, we'll just full combo it to be safe. I thought about trying to save time by putting Ibuki in the last slot, but which I think it would have worked out, but best to just play it safe. Make sure we win. I mean, we would have won anyway, but make sure we win that turn. Save time, save money. You know how it is? Not really. That's not how it works at all, actually. Alright. I assume that means the meter will attack us now? Maybe? Potentially?
There, we booked you the second wave of escorts. Oh, we can so do this. Seriously, these War God nano whatsits are freaking amazing. I'm not about to convert from Buddhism anytime soon, but I can still totally get the appeal. Thanks for helping out. Anyway, that ought to have gotten Demeter's attention by now? No? Ah, how sad, how tragic. Death is so sorrowful, endings are such misery. Oh, my beloved citizens of Olympus, my darling, precious children. Yeah? The hell? She's ignoring us. It seems Demeter does not get involved in our escort's affairs. I suppose they must all be operating independently then. Fo? These escorts are only slowing us down. If we're to lure Demeter to Point Gamma, we have to attack her directly. Really get her attention. It seems we'll have to get out in front of her and make her notice us. I'm sure that'll go fine. What could go wrong? She may have limitless capacity for regeneration, but even she cannot ignore a direct attack to the face. Probably. So you want us to directly attack a god? Yeah. I'll even go so far as to say that the third phase of this anti-machine god strategy is hit them as hard as you can. So that's the wisdom Sherlock Holmes, great sage of proper human history, has to offer. Yeah. It's a reckless, foolhardy plan, but the premise is sound. I mean, if she's not gonna show us attention any other way, I mean, kinda have to, right? Okay, Mash, Musashi, and Ritsuka, the rest is up to you. Don't even think about trying to defeat her. Just holding out against her will be more fiendishly difficult than you can possibly imagine. But for the plan to succeed, you'll have to evade her attacks and hold out as best you can until you can lead her to Point Gamma. We'll do our best. No guarantees, though. Ah, how sad, how tragic. Death is so sorrowful, endings are such misery. She's been repeating the same crap for a while now. God, yes. Master Orator? Not so much. I mean, seems like she's kind of in a trance almost. Hell, I bet most modern-day kitchen appliance AIs are chattier than her. She could learn a thing or two from a good kabuki show. Right. Sure. Alright, that's about all the bluffing I can muster. What do you think, Ritsuka? There's no way she's a match for your motor mouth, Musashi. I knew it. Then let's keep this attitude up for one last push. Demeter's approximately 2,600 meters away from our position. Deploying rapid movement charge to initiate battle. Yeah, this'll go well. I don't see how this can go poorly whatsoever. Just straight up charging and attacking a god? Oh, wait, what did that say? Something... Oh, I think it's probably the same thing as Poseidon said, huh? Mechanical god something.
カルデア。ああ、いけない子たち。罰を与えないと。システム、オールチェック。大丈夫ですから。マスター。
Yeah, Machine God Advent, yeah. Sorry, other mother. We already have a mother. We don't need another one. Not that I'd necessarily be opposed, of course.
悲しきかな悲しきかな
I assume it's probably just survive like 5 turns, I would assume. Actually, you know what? Speaking of mother. Get out here, mother. Show her who the true mother is. That's real mother right there.
皿を持て酒を持てそこだ
Oh.
こそばゆいわね
Oh. Oh.
我が剣能よ
Mother's authority.
ごめんなさいね
Oh.
もたれる塵になりなさい
Oh.
ダメダメラララいい子これぞ獣の象徴見せてやる黄金の使い道を皿を許す毒にはいらん目障り地に富を築き天に届かんとする者
Machine guns are tough,
そ
huh?
の願いに応えてやろう
They're a little,
レイバロンドムスアウレアでな
aside from when I've hit something with invincibility,
こそばゆい
that might be the weakest Babylondomus area I've ever seen.
ごめんなさいねごめんなさいねもたれる酒を持て
Well,
皿を持て金を持てはいはいうまいこうしてザバー剣能を使っても砕けはしません
we have indeed proven who the stronger mother is.
反省会をしましょうああ気持ちよ塵になりなさいもたれる
Apparently Demeter is true mother. Sorry, Tiamat, you lose. Real mother has been determined.
Ah, how sad. How tragic.
Death is so sorrowful, endings are such misery.
Why?
Why do you hurry to your deaths?
Shatter.
Mash. Mold Camelot, please. Maybe.
I somehow managed to withstand her large-scale magical energy emanation. Oh, good!
The Ortonax's auto maintenance is still working.
Theoretically, I should still be able to take 2 more strikes.
Theoretically. Very comforting.
Are you alright, Master?
I'm fine. Thanks, Mash. I, for one, feel good about this, you know, personally speaking.
Of course. There. We finally have the big gal's attention.
Although, not only is her armor super tough, it really does regenerate before your eyes, huh? Yeah.
We'll obviously never get anywhere like this.
We've got to fight mass with mass.
So how's that part going? It isn't much, but she has slightly altered her course to face us. Assuming she doesn't further alter her course, she should arrive at Point Gamma in due time. So far, so good, as they say. But I can't help but wonder... how many more times can we weather that assault?
Well, according to MASH, theoretically, twice.
Even with Miss Kirillite's considerable defenses, I am also forced to conclude that 2 more strikes is our limit. Suffice to say,
Things are not looking good. Yeah. Foe?
damn it, this is bad. Enemy reinforcements are headed this way from the East District and fast. It's the Olympus official guards. Depending on their numbers, you might not be a match for them, even in your powered-up states.
That wouldn't be good. So you are the Chaldeans, the demons of proper human history, are the demons who defy Lady Demeter and turn their blades on the gods of Olympus. We will cut you all down, women and children or not.
Master!
How'd they make it here through all these explosions? Oh right, they come back to life. Makes sense. Man, as if Demeter wasn't a hell of a handful on her own. Now we've got a bunch of tough-ass soldiers who don't even fear their own deaths to deal with too. Yeah, hard to deal with a suicide force. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, way more than I can count. Saying things aren't looking good would be kind of an understatement.
Alright, Shinmen Musashi. How are you gonna get out of this one?
That's the question, isn't it? How indeed? Of course, we'll make it through somehow. Because we're the main characters. We can't die here.
That would be redonkulous.
When I gaze up at the sky, oh. I'm able to forget the horrible atrocities taking place beneath me. If only for a moment. My beloved humans. My dear darling humans born for the sole purpose of being loved. I'm so sorry. I'm such a terrible mother. Taking life as readily as I give it. Yeah. Countless lives burst apart and vanish. But it's okay. Please, there's no need to worry. This is the eternal cycle. Slaughter, rebirth, slaughter, rebirth, slaughter, rebirth, slaughter, rebirth. So what significance could there be in speeding that cycle up a bit here? Yes, that's right, isn't it? Being alive, being dead, it's all the same. There is no significance. I would disagree. Personally, but okay. All the same?
Huh? Persephone, is that you? In that case, Mother.
I guess you won't mind if I stay dead too. I guess Persephone wasn't down for how the rule over humanity faction did things. Lady Demeter, ah!
What the?
Why is Demeter attacking her own soldiers?
Over half of the Olympus official guards have been wiped out after being caught in Demeter's wild attack.
There's something different about that last scream. Could Demeter be malfunctioning? Oh, conveniently. Curse you. Curse you, cowardly Chaldea demons. Those gods from foreign lands warned us you'd probably use some kind of trick. I don't know what you did to Lady Demeter, but prepare to die.
We literally didn't do anything. She's literally just in her own head.
God, you stabbed me in the back? You coward.
Shut up.
Gah!
Whoever that was just took out that Olympian soldier like he was nothing. Canis? I thought you were killed. I mean, I guess you are a heroic spirit. You could just be resummoned, I guess. You guys are just gonna come back to life as long as the gods are around, right? Then I ain't gonna feel bad about killing you. Oh, wait. Never mind. That shit doesn't work when you're up against me. Looks like you're gonna be staying dead forever then. Sucks to be you, huh, chumps? Hey, you Chaldean shitheads! Rude? Been a while. Huh? Canis? Damn straight. Did you just save us? Well, yeah, isn't it obvious, idiot? As far as I'm concerned, you guys and these pieces of shit Olympian soldiers are both my enemies. Canis, well, no, not anymore. Be a Kashtaria's servant. Yeah. And you said you were going to kill us. Goddamn right I did. Huh? Fofo? Excellent sneak attack back there. Canis, was it? Oh, wow, so you're a beauty and a spear wielder, huh? Judging from that divinely rugged spear play, I'm guessing you've got some connection to the Greek god of the sea. Call me a beauty again and I'll kill you. Oh, come on, wouldn't it be long if I didn't call beauty where I saw it? Musashi, there's actually a very good reason why you shouldn't do that. So I would stop if I were you. Just saying. You know, Does that mean it's okay for me to lie to you whenever we talk? Oh man, that's gonna make me feel bad. The hell? Don't even think about lying to me, bitch. You try it and I'll cut your eyes and turn your skull into a habitat for a damn octopus. Alright, then it's settled. We're gonna be the kind of friends who can tell each other anything. I don't think she... okay, well... nice to meet you, Canis. Seeing you mow down those immortal Olympian soldiers was like poetry in motion. Huh? Hang on. Shouldn't those soldiers have come back by now? Ha! Hell no, they're not coming back. I already told you I'm a divine spirit, damn it. And right now I've got a sea god backing me up. Interesting. Sure, I might be a servant from proper human history, so that's the version of Poseidon backing me up. But he's still a god, and his domain is still the sea. So, proper human history Poseidon saved her from death inside the Atlantis Sea? That's what I'm getting from this. So maybe after we'd killed Lost Belt Poseidon,
proper Poseidon up in the divine realm was like, okay, I'm gonna send them a little bit of help here. I guess.
Huh? Poseidon's same kind of ship god as Demeter. And he used to be just as much a god of land as the Gaia was back when humanity wasn't worth shit. So of course the king uses authority over the land too. Which means I can easily neutralize the blessing that's making these punks immortal.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the Stormborder. Do you read me? Excellent, it worked. We've got video again. I trust you can hear me as well, Mitsuka.
Director Godolph!
Oh, hey, if it isn't Goff.
Farf!
Glad to see you alright, Mash. And did that little furball sneak out of the ship again?
I think Canis just clarifies from which Poseidon to get power because some dialogue in Atlantis might have been misleading in that regard. Okay. That still begs the question as to how she was saved then. Because last time we saw her, she literally got cut open by Castor and thrown in. Like, we even heard the I'm pretty sure when she got cut open by Castor and thrown into the ocean, we heard the like servant like fizzling away sound. The whew. Didn't we? Pretty sure we did. So how she's alive doesn't make sense. That's why I assumed it meant that Poseidon saved her. But I don't know, maybe not.
And did the little furball sneak out of the ship again? I see you managed to meet up with Miyamoto Musashi.
Thank goodness, reading you loud and clear, Director.
I see Canis managed to find you too. Good. This is all very good.
So you know about her then? Okay.
We gave Canis communications relay that should boost the connection, and let us communicate in real time. It's a special device that a technical advisor put together to compensate for Olympus's environment.
Tell her I said thanks.
Very well. I'll also tell her you said to get some rest already. Now then, I've got a fairly good grasp of your situation.
Remember the Chaldea crew detected something drifting down to them? Right. So they healed her up from when she was... Oh, right. They said it was just a spirit that was coming down towards them, right? It didn't have a spirit origin, so they took it in and healed it to the point where she could bring back her physical spirit origin, I guess.
Now then, I've got a fairly good grasp on your situation. Really, it's hard to miss the giant machine god destroying the city given she's... well, giant. And knowing all of you, I was all but certain that you'd be leaving the tree of emptiness aside in favor of doing something about her.
Well, am I right? I'm right, aren't I? Just to be clear, you can start with the praise whenever you like. At any rate, I don't know how much you're currently struggling, but now that we've got Canis on our side, use the extra help as you see fit. Then I want you to defeat every last one of those damn machine gods, and cut down the tree of emptiness.
You got a death wish or something? Who said any of you could use me?
Eep! Well, let's not forget, Canis. You owe me a debt, do you not? In fact, I distinctly remember you admitting defeat in the face of my overwhelmingly skillful negotiation technique, and saying you would do whatever we asked. You are a divine spirit, are you not? Surely you're not about to go back on your word, are you? I'm not clear on the particulars of how this came to pass, but I trust we can count on Canis among our ranks, or we can now count Canis among our ranks. Precisely, Administrative Advisor. Now go ahead and use Canis however you need to bring that god down.
Hey, the next time you talk about using me, I'm gonna skewer you alive and feed you to the nearest whale.
Save those sorts of threats for shark fin in the cockpit. So still, that was a poor choice of words, so I'll be more careful in the future. I'm sorry.
Yeesh.
You punks really want to dip shit like that as your commander? I mean, hey, going off Summer 6, you seem to, he seems to grow on you, apparently. Haha. Alright, everyone, now that you know Canis is on our side, you should be up to speed. Try to get along as best you can.
Foe?
So Canis is on our side now? At least for now. I don't know how this happened, but if it's true, this is wonderful news, Master. Now, having someone as strong as Canis on our team would be a huge help. Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Huh. Don't get it twisted, you Chaldean dumbasses. I owe Gordolf Music their debt, so I'm just putting my spear in your hands until I pay him back.
Once that's done, I'm still gonna kill the absolute shit out of all of you, no matter what else happens. Yeah, sure you will, Canis. Sure you will.
Really? Are you sure about that?
The hell you trying to say, bitch? You think I don't mean what I say? Oh no, of course not. I can tell you're serious and that you're not really our ally. At all. I just mean, given how bad things are around here, you might not be around long enough to pay back your debt. Ooh.
So what?
You're saying I'm gonna die like a dog or something? Maybe. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, maybe. I mean, take a look. Impossible. Is that Lord Canis? No, it can't be. It must be an illusion cast by the Chaldeans. All hands, destroy that fake Canis. We can't let her make any more trouble for Lady Demeter. Yeah, fake. Sure.
Shh. Yeah, alright, I got it. Less talk, more spear, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, Chaldean dipshits. It's your lucky day. I'll let you command me in this fight. When you're done, you'd better make sure none of these Olympian soldiers are left alive.
Yes, ma'am. Sir. Whatever. See, you know, as much as I'd love to throw you in here, Astolfo, well, no. No. Draco, Tiamat, and who else did I have in my Bazit?
Let me swap those around. My craft essences got all screwed up. Thank you. There we go. Much better. Alright, to battle. Alright.
ま、食べるか。
For yourself. You know, I wish they'd throw some archers in here. Like, if they're gonna give you a free, force you to use Canis, they should have thrown in some archers so you could have something to wail on, you know? Oh, it might be worth it to attack with her just to get rid of their Demeter Clarinomia. I guess. Alright, let's she crit. Ooh, nice. Yeah, no, we are not gonna let them charge up their extra attacks. No, 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 no. Is Musashi, she's single or... yeah, single target. Yeah. Heavy damage to all enemies. Yes. Yes, we'll do this. Why does she have like a phoenix? Or whatever the hell that is. why does she have that? Alright, this middle guy needs to die. Quickly. Ideally. That should just kill him, I'm pretty sure. So I should be good to have... those then kill the frontline guy, I hope. If this doesn't kill... okay, no, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. More than good. Nice. We'll just get a little bit of a guarantee in there. Alright, it's gonna be overkill. This is gonna be a lot of overkill,
7つの
but
竜よ
that's
我
fine.
が指となるがよい抱き溶かし
Overkill is all good.
ま三つ星程度よな
俺に勝てるやつはいねえんだよ
One of the virtues of Canis' death has. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright. Caster. I assume that means Demeter's gonna give us a whacking again. She's gonna whack us off. Oh, to be whacked off by Demeter. I mean, what? Huh? Half a day earlier inside the storm border. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna see the saving of Canis.
Please, Director, stop. We don't have to do this. Really, why in the world didn't you restrain the servant when you had the chance? You couldn't have known what we had back when that Nemo Marine picked up a mysterious magical energy signal. But why the recovery pod treatment once you did? And without restraints, no less. And if that wasn't bad enough, you went and gave her a regular bed once she healed up. This is nuts.
I don't know what you were thinking, but I'm sure it's all not going in that room. You know what? Honestly, fair enough, Mounier. I don't blame you.
Believe me, I understand the risks involved here. However, the fact is, this could be our only chance to obtain something we desperately need. Remember, we still have yet to hear back from Ritsuka. She could have failed to rendezvous with the heroic spirits who got here before us, and may be looking for a way out of a precarious situation even as we speak. And if so, what can we do? As things stand now, we have nothing and no one we can send to help her. So it is imperative, absolutely imperative, that we find some means to fight back immediately. Oh yeah, sure, I get all that. But that doesn't make her a good option. I mean, she shouldn't kill us again when she wakes up. They will stuff it. My inner tool is telling me to go for it, so I'm going for it. I've come this far without second-guessing myself, and I'm not about to start now. I'll present her with this luscious, freshly baked croissant, and do whatever it takes to win her over to our side. Don't try to stop me, Pompadour. Here goes nothing. I take it you're awake now. My name is Gurdolf Music. I'm also known as Music the Phoenix and Music the Brave. Yep.
I mean, to be fair, he is being rather brave right now. You know, going into a room by himself with a divine spirit who might want to kill him.
I'm the current director of Chaldea, though I'm sure you could tell as much from looking at me.
Yeah, sure.
I apologize for the intrusion, but we've been monitoring your vitals, so I know you're conscious enough to converse. I have a nice fluffy croissant for you here, which I offer with no ulterior motive whatsoever. Yeah, right. Shut up. Gorderoy or whatever the hell it is. I heard the whole thing. Yes, well that does have a nice strong ring to it, I'm afraid I must correct you. It's Gordolf, not Gorderoy. You gave the order to pick me up? Nod. And you put me in that recovery what's it without restraining me? And you also let me sleep in a real room instead of a jail cell?
Nod.
I don't get it. I'm Canis.
Remember how I swore I'd kill every last one of you dumbasses?
You must have known that when you chose to help me. So that means... you got a death wish?
Not really. Why are you nodding at that? Quit nodding and say something, damn it. What are you, some kind of drunk freshwater mussel? Maybe.
Answer me. If you don't, I'll take
Your silence is confirmation you got a death wish.
Of course I don't want to die. I'm standing here now because I believe we can cut a deal. I saved your life.
That me? he's really pushing his luck.
That means that you owe me a debt.
Huh? Are you serious?
Oh, you're damn right I'm serious. You're on the brink of death. Hell, you practically were dead. So no, you wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for my
Bravery and my cunning calculations. Okay, buddy.
That said, my original plan was to only heal you a little bit and negotiate with you while you were still weak. I never expected you to recover so much so fast. Damn it, Gordolf, of all the mistakes you could have made.
You wanted to take advantage of me while I was still weak? That's extortion, not negotiation. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have admitted to that.
Huh? Really? Is that how it comes across?
Damn straight. It's no different from telling a POW
that they'll have to be your slave if they want to stay alive. I guess.
Cripes, I never thought of it that way before, but she's right.
Nice. That's way easier to believe than saving me out of the goodness of your heart.
I'd have straight up murdered you if you tried to pull that Good Samaritan bullshit. Okay, it worked out. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. It worked out. Okay.
Your plan's screwed, though. Since I'm pretty much all better now. I don't know what kind of magecraft or mystic code you used to heal me, but right now I've got authority over both the land and the sea. Once I've snacked on a little magical energy, my spirit origin will pretty much heal itself. You see, I'm all healed up good as new, so I don't need your help anymore.
But what about that debt?
So you want to negotiate? How you gonna go about that now? Because from where I stand, you ain't got shit for leverage.
Well, that's the fact I saved your life.
Heard that one already.
What else you got?
Nothing?
If it's nothing, I'm killing you right now.
Well, I thought you didn't want to die. You better speak up quick or my spear might slip.
Or maybe I'll just kill you with my bare hands. I'd rather you didn't.
Which part of you should I crush? Your heart or your skull? Maybe I'll start with your throat and then get creative.
Come on, you fat prick. Say something.
Don't you got anything else to throw at me?
We've also defeated Poseidon.
Huh? Huh?
The Stormborder, our state-of-the-art ship, defeated Poseidon, the mechanical god of the sea, protecting Atlantis. What do you think of that? You're the Canis from Greek mythology, right? So hearing of Poseidon's destruction must make you feel pretty good, right?
I can't believe this. Damn it, I can't believe of all people you Chaldeans beat me to it! That shitty, punk-ass bastard might not be the Poseidon I know from proper human history, but still! I was supposed to be the one to finish that asshole off. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Ow.
Anyway, that aside, you.
Me? Beep.
You beat Poseidon, huh? Solid card to play.
You might have some skill at this negotiation stuff after all. Thank you?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I'll be nice and hold off on killing you for 5 minutes. 4 minutes, 59 seconds, 58.
Huh? Now just a minute.
Is you mean everything I worked up to courage to tell you only bought me 5 minutes of leeway? You ought to be proud. You got 5 full minutes from me. Make them count. You could run for away. Not that it'll do you any good. You could call for help, which also wouldn't do you any good.
So good of music of Claudia. What do you do? So, once 5 minutes has passed, you're going to kill me. No, not just me. Everyone on this ship.
Are we good? My stream dropped for a second. Okay. I don't know. I've made sure to keep OBS updated, so that shouldn't be the issue. If it's back, we'll keep going.
Oh yeah, what you do, mustache? Don't want you to make a run for it? Look, you might be an idiot, but I can tell you're not completely stupid. So you do know that when I say I'll give you 5 minutes, I mean you are the only one getting the head start, right?
Be that as it may, as director, I have a responsibility to...
You think I give a seahorse's shit about that? Besides, what's responsibility compared to your own life? Just forget about all your allies on this ship and run for your life like the pathetic coward you are. Nobody'd blame you for it.
Especially since they'll be kind of busy being dead.
Be that as it may, I still have a responsibility to...
Who cares? What is this, some commander's pride thing? Alright, last chance. Go on and get out of here before I change my mind. If you don't get why I'm letting you off the hook, then fine. I'm gonna feel bad, but I'll start by killing you.
Oh, you're wrong. This isn't about my responsibility as commander at all. No, you got it all wrong. This goes back way further than just my time as commander. I know, goddammit, it was me. It's my fault the world ended. I'm to blame for Cowdy's destruction. Partly. You think I don't think about that every day? Cowdy's staff didn't do anything wrong. The incineration of humanity wasn't their fault, and I damn well know it. They didn't have a choice. They had to try to fix the apocalypse with just a few dozen people. I knew that. Even then I knew it. And still I insisted it was all their fault. They were amazing. And if I hadn't come in and taken over as the director and screwed everything up, things might have gone differently. So, there you have it. I don't know what to do this. I'm terrified to even try. But I still have to see this through.
Gordy!
You see? I'm the most important thing to me. By a lot. That's why I don't want to be a traitor to humanity. That's why I don't want to end up just some useless coward.
Chubby.
And that's why I can't run away now. Even if it means I end up dying here. That's why I won't go back down. I won't. And do you hear me, Canis? I'm standing my ground because I think we can cut a deal. I saved your life. My team and I defeated the sea god you hate. Even if he wasn't the one you know from proper human history. And what's more...
Well?
What's more?
2 minutes. 1 minute 59 seconds.
And what's more?
I've got a freshly baked croissant right here. Damn. Too bad I'm not French. Stab. Yeah. It's crispy on the outside, soft and flaky on the inside. And so delicious, y'all.
Oh, so that's what you've had there all this time. I thought it was some kind of poison. So it's food? That's right. It's made with tons of butter, and it has all the calories you could want. I've also got milk and tea to go with it if you like. Croissants are delicious, but they can make you feel a bit parched. Ha! Are you serious?
Are you trying to win a heroic spirit over with food? I mean, we've known a few heroic spirits that would work on.
Are you actually trying to negotiate with me, Canis the Tyrant, now Canis the Divine Spirit?
Yes. With a freaking piece of bread?
This is the funniest goddamn thing I've seen in I didn't even know how long. Yeah, it's too bad your story I didn't talk to you more.
I've never seen anyone so insolent in my life.
Surely it can't be that funny, can it?
Even Tool used to love these croissants.
Give me that. Huh? I said give it here already.
Munch.
Huh. So that's a croissant. Thanks. That was good.
What?
That was good.
And not only that, I haven't laughed that hard since I manifested. A common interpretation I saw is that with decent treatment and offer of food, Gordolf invoked Xenia, the intrigue of secret hospitality, and being intrigued, Canis has to respect that, at least on some level. Yeah, that makes sense. At least in terms of like character and like mythos and whatnot, or just historical customs. I like that interpretation, and it makes a lot of sense. It adds depth to it rather than it just being her finding it funny.
I haven't laughed that hard since I manifested. So I'd have to say you won this little exchange of ours. Alright, music, I officially owe you one. You name one thing you want me to do and I'll do it. Really? You mean it? I'm a lot of things, but not a liar. I'd never kill anyone who gave me such a warm reception. I'm not a damn centaur after all. I might not act like it, but I'm still a king. Go ahead, name your request. I'll do anything you want that's reasonably within my power. Permission to speak freely? Sure. Could I make a second request as well? One to return the favor I did you with the recovery pod. What do you say? You're serious?
She's like, is this guy... that face perfectly encompasses this question. Like,
you're serious? The fact is, I need help. I can't shake this feeling that things are going very badly out there. Did Ritsuka's team manage to meet up with numerous allies like they did in Atlantis? Or did the heroic spirits who got here ahead of us all meet an untimely end? If it turns out to be the latter, then we need you more than anything. Huh? That is to say, we need your help. Desperately. And while I'm at it.
I also want that thing you've been holding so tightly in your right hand ever since we found you. What thing is that?
Huh? My right hand? Oh yeah, I guess I do have something here, don't I? I must have grabbed hold of it when I was floating around in the sea. That's a fragment of the moon goddess complete with Artemis Clarinomia. It's a bloody miracle that you happened to find it.
Maybe that's what kept her alive until we picked her up?
Please let us have it. It's of the utmost importance that we have it. Go nuts. I sure as shit don't have any need for this thing. Oh, what a waste. Phew, it's okay. I don't know what we would have done if it had broken. Oh, right. I guess it wouldn't, would it? Thank you, Canis. I appreciate this more than I can say. Now at last we have the means to fight back. Excuse me for a moment. What the? What are you doing back out here, chubby? Perfect timing, Manuel. Oh, Manuel. I need you to bring this to my technical advisor at once. After that, I want you to use every bit of electricity the Stormboarder has at its disposal to contact Shion back at the Wandering Sea, even if only for a few seconds. When you do, you're to tell her, we have the last material.
Alright. Gordy going crazy.
Whew. Now if that my work is done, my subordinates should be able to take it from here. Well then, now things have settled down a bit. There's something I need to ask you. This has nothing to do with learning our enemy's strategy, or figuring out his weakness or anything like that. I just want to know out of, personal curiosity. Disbelief? No. This is really only about my pride as a fellow noble. What is your master, Kishtaria Rodime, like as a person? Could I ask you to tell me, your personal thoughts about him?
And she's like, well, I'll be damned. I think she likes, especially the fact that he's, even now, like, obviously she said as much when he told her what his original plan was and all that, but her smiling like that, I think she appreciates the fact that he was honest with his, reason for asking. Like, I don't really care about the strategy and all that. I just, on my own pride, I want to know what the hell he's like. Is he really that much better than me? Really? Present time.
At any rate, the important thing to know is that Canis is not your enemy. I'll tell you all about the bond of trust we forged later. Ritsuga, my Shikiri-lite, you two are our last hope for restoring proper human history. It is for that eminently logical reason that I risked my life to help you. Since my gamble is paid off, it's time for you two to take the proverbial ball and run with it.
Okay, we'll get Demeter to point Gamma one way or another. One way or another.
Alright, Master. Resuming combat now.
If she doesn't want to follow us to her destination, we'll just have to drag her there, kicking and screaming. Don't worry, I'll give everything I've got to make that happen. If 4 swords aren't enough, I'll break out my immovable 5th to finish the job.
Can we count on your help too, Canis?
Even though if you do this, you'll be throwing your lot in with anti-Olympus Lost Belt forces.
Huh. Fine with me. If they didn't want me switching sides, they shouldn't have stabbed me in the back in the first place. Huh?
Care to elaborate?
Shut up.
Forget I said anything. All I need to do is kick this god's fat ass, right? Yeah?
Okay, Gordolf music. Time to see for yourself what a powerful asset I can be. Don't you dare miss a second of this. If you so much as blink, I'll kill you on the spot. Now check this shit out. Lapithite Canis.
Damn. I didn't think much of it during the Summer 6 rerun, but now with this context, I hope there's more events where they interact, her and Gordolf. Because I don't know, there's something interesting about the hard-ass Canis. Like, having respect and even like a friendship with fucking Gordolf. I don't know. A bird with golden wings bursts forth. Its violent shockwave rocks even Demeter's massive core. It's not enough to bring her down, only to make her lurch. Yet even so, all her disparate parts begin shaking to help her keep her balance. Once, twice. One more lurch and she'll be where the God Destroyers need her to be. But it doesn't happen. One more push. We're not done yet.
I'm setting Ort next to maximum output. Preparing to pierce Demeter's base with the bunker bolt. Ha! There. Demeter's at point gamma.
Now's our chance. Firing our final weapon, the 7-link heroic spirit cannon.
Open that baby up! Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh, we hit her. It sounds like she's screaming. Do you hear that? Do you see that? It's working. You're right. I can see cracks where the blast hit her outer shell. Way to go, 7-link heroic spirit cannon. You actually managed to crack open that super tough god armor.
It's not over yet. Do not let your guard down. The blast still didn't manage to expose Demeter's divine core. I can't believe it, her armor is even tougher than I thought. I hate to say it, but I'm impressed. I can't believe she managed to take a direct hit from her 7-link heroic spirit cannon and remain intact. That being said,
Her armor isn't invincible anymore. Especially now that we've got Canis' spear negating her healing authority. We've definitely got a shot at beating her now. Come on. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing. But, yeah, sure.
Mash, Ritsuka.
Don't let up now. Keep hitting her with all we've got.
Understood, Master. Setting Ordinax output to 80%. I'll keep up the attack making use of the Clarinomia's effects.
Haha, so I've got a chance to kill a god now? Perfect. Hell yeah, let's do this thing. You better believe I'm gonna use you for my own purposes, Chaldean dumbasses.
Huh? Was that Nikola Tesla I saw just now? Is he one of the heroic spirits that got here before us? Yeah, but he's not. It's not really him.
Does this mean I was working myself up over nothing? I don't recognize that boy and girl over there either.
It's...
Well, no matter. Right now, top priority is taking down Demeter. Leave the spot to me, everyone. Is that clear?
Begin the attack.
Alright, no matter. Begin the attack, everyone.
Holmes just ignores it. Alright, of course we're gonna bring Canis. I assume Mash... she's not locked, okay. That means I want my... Actually... I'm gonna start with mesh in front. I'm gonna swap Draco in, but yeah, we'll start off with this. Actually, yeah. Yeah. And there's a reason for it. Said reason being getting Ibuki Doji as much bond points as possible.
なんだというのあなたたちは。もう諦めなさい。システム
Does she have the same VA as
大丈夫ですから。
fucking Tomomo? Does she have the same VA as Tomomo? Sounds like it. No, huh?
行きますはこれ
They sound very similar to me.
見せてやろう黄金の使い道を
Not like fully similar, but like similar enough where I could believe it was two, or as if it was the same VA. But
刃は届かない。俺には一切。俺は強い。てめえは死ぬ。おう。
酒を金を持って
うわっ。
毒にはいらへん。剣能を使って
I
も
guess
砕けは
not.
しませ
I
ん。
assume this
ごめんな
one
さ
will
い
probably end once you break her break bar rather than
悲
survive.
しきかな
If I had to assume. Yeah, sure.
もう我慢できねえ。見てるかポセイドン。誰も彼も俺の高さには届かねえ。落体概念せ。
こそばゆいわねまずいこそばゆいわね我が剣能よごめんなさいね
Grieving mother, huh?
悲しきは死
くかよ
死は終わり
Don't please.
魔力をピピピ
Nice. Thank you,
世の力を見
Ibuki
る
Doji.
力を見せる聞こうよれ金を持って
うるせえな。
こうだこそばゆいわねご
Damn.
めんなさいね
聞くかよ。
すぐに殺しますから悲しきかな悲しきかな金を持っていいんじゃ
う
ね
るせえな。
Okay, break
毒には
bar.
いらんせー
Dunzo, I should have used my mystic code to stun her.
剣能を使っても砕け
How
は
sad,
し
how
ません
sad. Oh
大
boy.
陸級破砕機構
This is gonna hurt.
起動
Caught into great
深角接
crushing, connecting divine
深
core,
角
rising
霊
divine. Okay.
我が叫び
This is
我
gonna
が嘆
hurt.
きスクリームエレウシス本当
Ow.
こんなもの二度と
なんだよ。
ビール飲みたい悲しきかな悲しきかなすぐに殺しますから
No battle end yet. Oh boy, okay. It's a little bit of a waste because these two aren't injured, but any healing I can get on Draco would be fantastic. I also don't have any Buster cards up currently, but that's fine. I want to curse and stun. Yes, thank you. Thankies.
さっき金をも人が抱える欲望を見せ毒にはいらん。そうだ。見るがよい。これが貴様らの繁栄の
Sure, surely it'll end once we break our second break bar, right? Surely.
欲望の末路である。
Must do.
死に耐えよ。こそばゆいわね。我が剣能よ。
Or not. How much is that guts? Just one? Okay. Alright, Mash, I'm gonna need you to tank some attacks for Draco. Please. I cannot afford to let Draco die. I mean, I still have Bazit waiting in the sub-party, which will be fine.
悲しきかな悲しきかな
Okay. And you should just stay stunned. Freak.
人が抱える欲望を見せてやろう。おいおい。見るがよい。これが貴様らの繁栄の答え。地に富を築き上げた欲望の末路である。
Yes, very good, Mother. Very, very good.
黄金の酒を皿を持って毒にはいらへん。汚らわしい朽ち果てよ。我が剣
We're
の
making headway, barely.
粉砕粉砕悲しきは
Don't die, Draco.
死は終わり。
Good, 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 good. Any healing helps.
いいすごくあいあい
Go, Hyper Mother.
いつまでも小さくはないのです。生命とは成長するもの。その極限を見せましょう。それ。誇りま
Bit
し
of
た。
a waste because she had the defense boost, but
許しますからごめんなさいね。もたれる。悲しきかな悲しきかな
it's fine. The Roman trait is still up, so I can put these
世の
on.
力を見よ。欲望が回っている。愉快愉快。喜ぶ皿を持て。そこだ。こそばゆいわね。地に富
Please
を
just
築
pop the
き
guts
天
on
に届かんと
this.
するもの。
Please. That
そ
way
の
the
願いに応えてやろう。
hearts and extra I can.
レイバロンドムスアウレアでな。
Yes, good.
まずい。
Good. This, these three are gonna get wiped, but I still have Bazit,
我が叫び我が嘆き
so we should be okay.
スクリームエレウシス本当はこんな
We'll
も
be
の
fine.
二度とうまくいかなかったようだな。
疲れた。ちょっとだけ。
悲しきは
Oh right, yeah, her Athena did
死
give her
は
a.
終わり。オルテナウス
I mean, didn't amount to much, but it did give her a guts. Well then,
決着の時だ。
strength up versus caster is good because
了解。どうします。はい。
you know.
遊ばゆいわね。
And we should... Good.
ペルセフォネ、ペルセフォネ、愛しいあなた。封印しての執
Yeah,
行に比
your
べれば
Persephone
こ
ain't
の程度。
here. You did something. Did something to drive her away. I don't know what you did, but... There. We managed to get her outer shell off. Did it work? Yes, the meter's outer core is severely damaged. What appears to be her divine core is now exposed. While your next output remains stable, I should be able to maintain anti-divinity combat mode for at least 10 minutes or so. We're almost there.
Right. Hold it, just hold the hell up. Are you dipshits blind or something? You can't just ignore her clarinomia. Damn it, she hasn't completely stopped regenerating.
I can confirm her infinite regeneration has started up again. Her wounds are beginning to close.
Damn it, we were so close. Demeter, how much are you going to mock us? Well, what are y'all doing? Go on, keep hitting her. Canis, can't you use your land authority to neutralize her regeneration? I am, damn it, but still not enough to
Not enough to stop that bitch of a goddess. This damn lost belt Demeter really is directly descended from Gaia, isn't she?
Damn it, I started celebrating too soon.
It would seem this is well and truly the end. Even with all our great strokes of fortune, we still weren't able to defeat her. We thought we had accounted for our enemies being more powerful than expected in our designs, but her regenerative powers exceed even our wildest expectations. The Olympian gods truly seem to surpass us in every way imaginable.
This isn't over yet. If you punks can beat Poseidon, you can sure as shit beat Demeter too. Besides, nobody kills you jackasses but me.
Thanks, Canis.
Now take this, Ritsuka. It's a little present from Mustache. He said this thing's guaranteed to be a game changer.
Whoa. Phew, just barely caught it. What is it? Is this some sort of attachment for the Orton axe? Oh, Mashu!
Is that? No way! That's right. It's a new piece of Orton axe equipment Caldea's own technical advisor designed in tandem with our Alice Institute alchemist ally.
It's a form of cancer made to bring down beings of a scale
Far beyond human capacity. We call it the Black Barrel. It's the natural longevity conceptual weapon, one of the 7 taboos. Not that I know much about it myself. Wahaha!
That's a comforting thing to hear.
Like, it's one of the great 7 taboos. I don't know anything about it, though.
Like, oh, okay. That's great. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong using this thing, right?
Nice catch, Ritsuka. So, what is that thing anyway?
I'm not entirely sure, actually. I bet Mash will know what to do with it. Fofo! Special translation. Nice pass, Ritsuka.
Yes, Master. I know exactly what to do with this. During Shion's lecture on life scales, she talked about a paradox effector that could let someone use a measurement as a weapon. Da Vinci took that concept and ran with it to make a new mechanism for the Orton axe. I actually had time to practice using it in a simulator while I was on standby at the Wandering Sea. Okay. Gun! Gun! Whoa, the Orton axe doesn't look like a shield anymore! Okay. Sure.
Ah, whoa. So that's how it all works. It really is a gun barrel, isn't it?
Oh, when they said black barrel, I thought of like a barrel. Well, I was like, why would they need why would they need a barrel? You know, like for storing like stuff in. That's what came to my mind. I was like, why the hell do they need a barrel? What's that supposed to do? Okay, like gun barrel though.
Anyway, get ready to have your socks knocked off, Ritsuka. You're looking at one of the 7 taboos, one of the Atlas Institute's crowning achievements, renowned throughout the entire Magecraft community. Or so I'm told.
Oh, wait, is Black Barrel the gun that the guy in Angel Notes had? Or... Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, now that you mentioned, yeah, now you said it was an old name in the Nasuverse, that came to mind immediately. I was like, oh yeah, that special gun the guy had, yeah. Okay.
Or so I'm told.
7 taboos? That sounds vaguely familiar.
Indeed. The 7 taboos are something of a legend among the Mages Association. They're said to be weapons of Magecraft capable of destroying the very world itself.
Oh yeah, and yeah, Shion's, yeah, right, yeah.
And the Black Barrel conceptual weapon there is one of them. Miss Shion already possessed a replica of it. I believe she offered it to Callie as a souvenir of sorts. I knew she was also working with Da Vinci on a new replacement part for the Orton axe. But I didn't know they had finished their work after we arrived here.
Good. No issues with the gun barrel transformation. Output and stability are all well above expected parameters. Send out the accomplishments measure. Begin the black barrel transformation when ready. Here goes. Initiating accomplishments measure. Ascertaining the meter's life scale. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, there. It stopped at 4,500.
So she would only live another 4,500 years?
Beginning black barrel transformation. Preparing to burn the dead counter into the gun barrel.
I'm sorry, but can someone tell me what's going on here?
I can hardly blame you for feeling lost. I doubt I could comprehend its workings either, even were I at my peak condition. But while I may not know how it works, I do know what it does. That's the meter's lifespan. Then again, since she's a machine,
Perhaps it's her warranty period? Or her estimated number of years in operation?
well, no matter.
The point is, as long as this universe has a finite lifespan, there's nothing in it that will last forever.
Everything that has a form must also inevitably have an end. A limit, if you like. That gun barrel can measure that end and make it tangible. In other words,
So it's a weapon that copies its target's mass and throws it right back at them in the form of magical energy?
Precisely. I must say, Canis, you're far more intelligent than your behavior would suggest. I don't know if that's something you want to say to... Okay. Right. It's not the kind of weapon you could... I like how she didn't even say anything. She was just like, Not the kind of weapon you could usually carry around like this. But in this case, I was able to miniaturize and stabilize it by restricting the measurement function to machine gods only. Shion gave me the blueprints for it some time ago. All I needed was a benchmark to use for its core. The first benchmark was Poseidon's divine core, and the second is the fragment of Artemis that Canis was holding when drifting down from Atlantis. That was the last piece of the puzzle we needed.
Huh. So that idiot Artemis turned out to be good for something after all, huh?
But the barrel still needs ultra-dense magical energy to do its job. And that means we're going to need you to use a command spell, Ritsuka. And not just any command spell either. No, this one's going to have to be a little different. Different how? You'll need to use everything you've got. Your magical energy, your stamina, even your own fate.
Grand order.
Make no mistake. If you miss this shot, you won't get another. As Smash has her hands full working the Orton axe, you'll need to work together to time it just right. She'll do the aiming, you'll pull the trigger. I've got this. Now that's what I like to hear. Okay, good luck saving proper human history. Thanks, Da Vinci. Now go get some rest already. Ha! I swear nothing throws you off, does it? Thanks, Ritsuka. I'm counting on you. Let's do the smash. Right, Senpai.
This may be only the first of Olympus's mechanical gods, but it's still a crucial moment.
Huh? Oh, come on. After everything we did to get her to notice us, now she's paying a 10.
Oh shit. That's the sound Demeter makes when she's about to get serious.
She's storing up a metric shit ton of magical energy in that giant ass of hers. So I know they added Demeter as a servant in JP a few months ago. But I haven't looked at her design. I'll be seriously disappointed if she doesn't have the fattest of asses. Like, after all this, if she doesn't have the biggest badonkadonk. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. To put it in terms you punks will understand, she's just about to unleash her true name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I really do love you. Do you? Persephone. Ah, how sad, how tragic. Demeter's magical energy is rising rapidly. She's about to unleash a massive scream. I don't know what you guys just got a hold of, but you'd better hurry. At the rate she's charging up magical energy, I don't think she'll care if she ends up blowing herself up. You guys need to get out of there now, before you're blasted into ether dust. I think we'll be fine. It's alright, we'll be fine. If my calculations are correct, we should be 0.5 seconds faster. Oh, really? I hope you're right then. The whole half a second. It might not be much, but it's enough for us to win. Connection in place. I've measured Demeter's destiny. Now use the dead counter to turn it from speculation into reality. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just do that, I guess. Sure. Yeah, right. I hope it works. Bunker bolt is at its limit. Gun barrel is fully stabilized and synchronized. Master. Load command spell. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna drain myself dry. Load a command spell into Spiritron Chamber. Barrel replica full trance. Gornax.
Special beam cannon. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Put it right into her hole. There you go. Right in the crack. Straight into it. The black beam of light was a dream, a fiction designed to kill a god. A conceptual blade forged to shatter beings with nigh infinite lifespans. The concept of natural lifespan capable of ending the world is what made it possible to bring an end to a life that would otherwise go on forever. The gun barrel replica, charged with god-slaying particles, made it possible to shatter unshatterable life. The black beam of light brought death, a finality, an end. Ah, at last. Oh, she wanted to die? Oh. At last, I can finally make my way to you. You left my embrace when you encountered the darkness. You changed irrevocably. You became a mother and gained so very, very much. You smiled so proudly when I lost you forever, during the fourth Machia. I've never forgotten that smile. I loved you so much. I loved you more than anything. Persephone. At last, I can finally go where you are. Demeter. Please tell me. You're... Oh, you're not Persephone. What are you? You there from another planet. You're supposed to be my beloved daughter. Demeter, goddess of the land. This is the first time we're actually seeing what Priestess is saying, right? Now that you know you're about to disappear, don't you have any regrets? Ah, that's very kind of you. I do have one regret, just one. I can only pray that these new, tiny, intelligent beings, these 10 million of my darling Olympians, are able to find peace. I pray that when their time comes, they're able to go without suffering. Direct hit. The magical energy bullet punched straight through her divine core. Target's magical energy readings are falling rapidly, and the hostile entity signal is fading. I can confirm that the enormous hostile entity has gone completely silent. I'm not seeing any magical energy readings either. Congratulations, everyone. The operation's over. We won. That's good. I kind of feel bad for her now. she was suffering and just wanted to see her daughter. You won. You actually defeated Demeter.
Is this really happening?
Anti-divinity combat complete. We won, Master. Thank goodness. Boo.
Sorry, Mash, can't move anymore.
Yeah, we did use up everything. All of our energy, stamina, our fate, apparently.
Senpai! Fofo? Yes, I'm seeing this on our end, too. Ritsuka's vital signs are dropping as we speak. Both her magical energy readings and vital signs are at dangerous levels. This must be that thing Da Vinci was talking about. Mash. Senpai grabbed hold of my shoulder.
I'm sorry.
Collapse.
Senpai!
Oh? That didn't sound like hitting the ground. It sounded like someone caught us. Wait, it went down in rank? It went from Bunker Bolt A to Black Barrel B. Well, I guess Black Barrel is, in general, stronger, huh? Or a better... Yeah, so I guess, even though technically the rank went down, it's still better. Buster effectiveness went up, crit strength of Buster attacks... And apply ignore defense. That's new. Right quick. But yeah, no, I actually do feel bad for demeanor. It, in her own way, she was just doing what she thought was protecting her people. Come on, Nero. Damn. Well. A shame. Alright. Records fragment. Okay. If anyone were to ask when my life changed, I know exactly what I would tell them. Springtime when I was 15. That said, this isn't the kind of thing you go around telling people about. By all rights, I should take it to my grave. Uh-huh. Back then, I was enrolled in the astromancy department at the clock tower, aka the Mages Association's headquarters. I assume this is Wodime, then. I was the 13th heir to the Wodime legacy, the child who'd been granted the protection of the stars. I was said to possess the greatest magical circuits of any Wodime to date, and that I was a genius who'd already been promised the keys to the Wodime family in a few years' time by the 11th head of the estate who led the family even now. Those were the sort of things everyone else would say about me. But... me, a genius? Even usually I spend each day sifting through other departments' files? That was always the sort of response I gave, but I did so more from conceit than modesty. I knew I was talented. I was confident I would one day be exactly what everyone expected me to be and more. I wanted for nothing, not lineage, nor talent, nor affection. With so many things working in my favor, it was easy to push myself to greater heights without leaning on my environment. Back then, I took pride in my excellence, and would constantly work to further improve myself. I believed those blessed with natural talent should still continue to apply themselves, should set their sights on even greater stages. I was completely convinced that there was nothing I could not do, and nothing that was beyond my reach. Child crouching on bridge. For the past 6 months, crossing the Great Bridge to reach the Evocation Department College had become something of a routine of mine. I noticed what appeared to be beggars by the path at the opposite side, but I never gave them any thought. At the time, I didn't even see them. It wasn't that I disliked them or that I was trying to avoid them. It was that for me, they may as well not have existed at all. I was a prodigy, born to carve out a new age of magecraft. I didn't have time to get involved with people like them. I was born into an environment far better than most could hope for, with talents far greater than most could dream of. That was why I had a duty to fulfill. I was going to create something beautiful. I was going to create something wonderful. It was that ideal, that passion that made me apply myself to my studies day in and day out. It was the reason I so frequently visited that college, even when it arguably belonged to an enemy. I didn't realize how arrogant I was being, how childish. On that day, I was headed home later than usual. It was the middle of the night, with no one on the bridge and the stars hidden behind the clouds. Ishtaria Wodheim. Everything happened so fast I failed to react in time. That turned out to be a fatal mistake. I wasn't surprised that an assassin had been sent to try to kill someone as young as me. I was surprised because my would-be assassin was a manservant I had frequently seen in my own house. Oh. I guess a sibling wanted your spot as heir, maybe? Dropped for yeah, it looks like it just dropped 700 frames, yeah. It should be stable now, I think. I counterattacked automatically before I even thought about what to do, thanks to the spells that had been engraved onto my body. The assassin never got another chance. Vacuum blades sliced him to bits before he could pull the trigger again. But it was enough. He had already critically wounded me, and there was no hope of escape. He wasn't the only assassin who had been sent to take my life. I knew because... It's done. Send out more men. Find Kashtaria's body. It was my father trying to kill his own son. Good. Oh. He fell into the river. Find him. Fell or threw himself into it to escape? Of course, I wasn't the only one who had fallen in. It was my ring, after I'd cast a weight alteration spell on it. I knew it wouldn't do more than buy me some time, but at that moment it was the best move I could make. After I drew the assassin's attention towards the river, I activated a footstep cancellation spell on my shoes, and got as far away from them as I could. Okay, now what do I... My consciousness began to fade away. Yeah, probably losing blood. I went back to the bridge instead of heading to the city exit, and my strength gave out just as I was making my way to a narrow back alley. At the time, I didn't yet know that my assailant's weapon wasn't ordinary magecraft. Rather, it was a kind of poison just like the sort used by a famous mage killer. That was designed to attack magical circuits directly. Interesting. I mean, I guess if someone had a similar origin to Kiritsugu, that they could just, yeah. Yeah. They could do the same thing he did and turn bones into powder and bullets. Oh? Gah. I was in a dimly lit room. Within it was nothing more than the sound of dripping water and the scent of mildew. I was on a makeshift bed made from an old wooden crate. A bare minimum of bandaging had been applied to my back. There was no pillow, no blankets, and no restraints on my arms or legs. I was technically free, but unfortunately I wasn't able to move so much as a finger. The wound in my chest had yet to close, and I lacked the strength even to stand. I'd been laid down to rest with no more ceremony than a corpse. Where am I? At first, I thought my assassins had captured me, but then I realized they'd have no reason to keep me alive. After all, since it was my own family, since it was my own family that was trying to kill me, there was little sense in torturing me for information. I couldn't understand what was going on. My thoughts refused to put themselves in order. Some random homeless guy saved them, I guess. Still just barely conscious, I managed to crane my neck enough to observe the dimly lit room. Something creepy. Oh, how nice, Swodime.
Hee hee.
Something was in the corner of the room as if it were trying to hide from what little light there was. It was then that I noticed something strange staring directly at me.
Seriously?
Just when I decided to stop by so it doesn't look like I've been gone for 2 days straight. He's napping. Zzz.
I can't believe this guy.
He's just basking in the sun, snoozing away on a bench without so much as a single guard.
Hey, Woodham, don't you think it's time you got up? You are the Cryptor's leader, right? Aren't you the one guy representing humanity in the power struggle between the Olympian gods and humans? How can you just leave yourself completely defenseless like this?
Come on, wake up already. You should have killed him! Is that you, Kadek? Wait, Kadek? What are you doing here? This is my route. Never mind, no it isn't. This is the Hanging Gardens of the Great Orbital Shrine Olympia. Well, that was careless of me. The sunlight was so pleasant that I didn't even realize I'd fallen asleep. I was dreaming about something I hadn't thought about in a long time. I feel very silly. I guess I just get too relaxed without Cadus around to keep me in line. Anyway, thank you for waking me up before I could waste any more time.
You don't have to thank me.
I only spoke up because it was weird seeing you like that. Weird? How so? Well, you're not exactly the sort of guy to just doze off out in public. You're like perfectionism incarnate. You don't get to take naps like a typical college slacker. Why not? I see. Well, I do take some issue with the impression you seem to have of me. I also understand now why it is you were so surprised. I'll be more careful in future. Now then, what is it you wish to see me about, Kadek? Do you have something to report to me?
Ah, crap.
I was so shocked seeing him sleeping like that, I forgot I didn't actually have anything to tell him. And I can't just fib or I'll know I've been up to something.
Wait, I've got it. They got Demeter. One of the great gods of Olympus, gone just like that.
Some perfect being she turned out to be. Maybe don't shit talk them while you're in there. Okay.
Oh, and one more thing. A tan lancer with white hair was helping them out.
Yeah, you know who that is, don't you? Luckily, it looks like Europa didn't catch that part.
So how's it feel, Wodime? How's it feel knowing the loser you thought you disposed of is not only alive, but
Actively working against you now. That is a surprise. I never would have expected Cadence to go over to Chaldea's side. And they managed to destroy Demeter's true form. They must have been far better prepared than I thought. So tiny rebel force managed to bring down a powerful authority figure. How very rock and roll. Okay. No, wait. Heavy metal feels more appropriate, given the composition of the gods' bodies. Am I going deaf, or did you just make a lame pun about music? Apologies. What's your issue, Caddick? Is it really so bad that he's human? Perhaps have not quite yet awakened. But awakened yet. At any rate, I'm surprised you knew something even Queen Europa did not. It almost sounds as though you were there watching things unfold in person, Caddick. You must have found yourself a very good familiar indeed.
well, you know, I can't just sit around here mooching free grub forever. I'm still a cryptor after all, so I need to be ready to fight again at least one more time.
I see. Then make sure you take good care of that familiar. An ace up your sleeve can mean the difference between life and death after all. Rest assured, you don't need to tell me, the other cryptos, or anyone else in Olympus, what yours is. That said, if it should come to light that you were using something you shouldn't be, then I will unfortunately be forced to respond in whatever way is appropriate. I have my own role to fulfill after all. Shit, how much does he know? I'd better change the subject fast. So, by the way, about Demeter. Smooth.
Chaldea might have been able to beat her, but it still wasn't because they straight up overpowered her. It looked to me like Demeter was looking for something. No, that's not right. Maybe trying to recover something. She kept apologizing over and over. And not to the Olympians she was killing, but to one person in particular. That's the only reason they were able to destroy her. Any idea what she was looking for?
I see. So I did hold her back, as I suspected it might. Just like in proper human history, the soft spelled Demeter once had a daughter she loved dearly. Her name was Persephone. It said that Demeter wept long and hard after Hades stole her away to the underworld. Yet despite that, she never stopped loving her daughter. But a few thousand years ago, her daughter died during the Fourth Machia.
Hang on, Wodime. That doesn't add up. I don't know if she was a full god or a demigod or what, but I thought people didn't die in this city.
Not necessarily. Humans are simply incapable of killing other humans. The immortality humans enjoy in a soft spell is not true immortality, but pseudo-immortality. The gods can easily end their subjects' pseudo-immortal lives, if they wish. So the one who killed Persephone was...
One of the gods? You mean one of the gods?
No, I think other way around, actually. Persephone, I think was... on the coexistence side, if I had to assume.
One of the gods from the coexistence faction?
No, it was not one of them.
Then...
Persephone sided with the coexistence faction, so Zeus ordered Demeter to kill her own daughter.
So she was calling out to the daughter she killed, as if she was still alive, huh? Sounds almost human of her. These gods are machines, right? How can they function properly when they're contradicting themselves like that?
Oops. I understand your confusion, but it is precisely their machine nature. That means this was no contradiction at all. Their minds don't work like ours after all. That's the tragedy of the 12 Olympian machine gods right there. Whether gods create humans or humans create gods, both sides usually share a common understanding of the world in which they live. But the Olympians are different. They weren't gods to begin with. They only came to be defined that way over time. It was because their functions enabled them to control the weather, provide endless amounts of food, destroy various life forms' memories, and mass-produce weapons. That led to the residents of the Lost Belt seeing them as gods. They then incorporated this definition into their functions in order to operate more smoothly on this planet. After all, the people of the ancient world wanted superior beings to get prey to, not cold, unfeeling spaceships. And so they accepted the new roles they'd been given, and became mechanical gods instead of mere machines. As a result, they ended up making this god play acting into a new directive, all without ever understanding how the intelligent beings treating them as gods actually felt.
Cold and unfeeling, huh? So is that why Demeter went nuts? Because she ended up with feelings tacked onto herself when she didn't need them?
This was less a matter of contradiction than it was of conflict. Humans can rationalize acts like that by telling themselves there's nothing else they could have done. But she had no choice but to treat the order to kill her own daughter like any other assigned task. She wasn't crazy. She was just in pain. That's what it means to be a god in this Lost Belt. It's also why they were able to realize a real-life utopia, where nobody has to die or grow old.
And here I thought machines always operated on pure logic. Alright, if that's what the gods are like here, then what's your game mode, I'm? Your goal is to bring about the Age of Gods again, right? Is that really the kind of god you want to be?
Of course God should run the world. That being said, the future, the answer I seek, is a little different from Zeus's. What I seek, Caddock, is an even more perfect age. An age where there will be neither conflict nor contradiction. It is my responsibility to see that age come about. And it is what the foreign god wishes. Is it though? Is it really? Why do I not believe you? Alright. Well, I think we'll stop there. But man, I do hate that. We had to kill Demeter. I had honestly hoped that maybe Demeter would end up joining us somehow. Like maybe she'd be like, I don't know. But that ship has sailed, seemingly. But anyway. At least Smash got an upgrade out of everything. But I feel like if we had talked to her, we might have been able to convince to meet her, but maybe that's just wishful thinking. More than likely is.
よろしおや何か物入りかな
Man, that
先輩は喫茶店巡りをしたことはありますか
I don't even know. I'm just curious what would I'm like. Zeus seemed to hint at, or somewhat just straight up said, that apparently Wodime wants, like, is apparently on the side of proper human history, but like how? Like, obviously there's some long game he's playing. But I don't know. I'm sure everything will come to light by the end of Olympus, but... And again, it does make sense, because... If the foreign god was gonna... do this whole... blank slate Earth, thing anyway, why not take the opportunity to be revived and try and do something about it from within the foreign god's ranks? Like, it does make sense. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out what his ultimate goal is as we go. But for now, that's gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue tomorrow and hopefully get 3 more sections done. I want to try and get 3 done a day, ideally. Because like I said, I gotta try and get through this Imaginary Scramble and Heian-kyo all before an anniversary. So that way, during anniversary, I can start LB5, so I get the temporary Master Mission St. Gourds. So, we shall see. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later.